basketball fans, you've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. A quick check now at the starting lineups for both teams. Hey, guys. We'll go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Mike Brown. What's the news there, Doris?
And Kevin, I asked him what he thought would be a key factor for them coming into this game. He said, well, our length and shot blocking should help. It gives offenses something to think about when they come inside the lane. And oftentimes, that tentativeness can be a game changer. Guys, every team in the league wants that interior presence, and he just explained one big reason why.
Thanks for the report, Doris. Steve, Clark, your thoughts on their defensive focus here?
Well, it's the right strategy, Kevin, because you have to play to your strengths as a team. You can't get away from who you are.
And that's right, Steve. Their strength is certainly what they do defensively. They can rattle folks.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Cleveland on defense. It's a 13-point game. Stevenson with it. Now guarded by Red Hot. Stevenson dishes to Granger. He passes to Stevenson. Watson. Clock at 6. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And that one's good by Stevenson.
Great looking bounce pass to set up that play.
Cleveland leading by 10. And there's the pass to Red Hot. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Red Hot's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Watson kicks to Mahinmi. He feeds it to Watson. Granger lets the three fly. Here's Mahinmi. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. Now here, the 2K leaderboard with last season's top rebounding team. Number 1, the Pacers.
Boy, last season they were phenomenal on the glass. I mean, everybody took pride in rebounding the basketball on both ends of the floor. Not just defensively, they got to that offensive glass as well. A terrific offensive rebounding team.
Andrew Bynum's checked in for Anderson Varejao. Passes it to Red. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. And Cleveland making a change here. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here is Watson, defended by Jack. Here's West. Shot is off. Some solid defense from Bennett. Cleveland leading by 11. Bynum, Granger covering. Bynum, the pass to Red Hot. From outside, off the mark. George with the ball. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided.
Nothing like NBA action. So come out to a Cavaliers game and enjoy the show. Always great to see Red Hot doing what he does best. Make sure to be there. Come out and welcome our sensational new rookie.
Off the inbound pass. They get it back. Zeller. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Zeller's got his first 2 points of the night. At the 1 and 2, George Hill and Lance Stevenson. Scola out there with Mahinmi. And it's Copeland in at the small forward spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. And the basket by Scola. Scola's got 4 points this quarter.
And, you know, you talk about Frank Vogel, guys, and the Pacers. It seemed he won over his roster from the moment he took over. He placed a lot of confidence and trust in his players, and most importantly, he brought a breath of positivity and positive energy to that locker room and to that team.
Poke loose. Out in his own on the break. Here's Red Hot. Yes! And it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
Yeah, I do too, and I think they're also getting some good looks in transition, doing a nice job of running the floor.
Good. Copeland's got his second basket. And back to Vogel, he really helped instill the identity of this Pacers team of toughness and defense, and Steve, that willingness to battle.
Yeah, it's a perfect fit with their personnel. The way he motivates this team to defend and play with that edge. I just love this group, the Pacers team, the talent, along with Frank Vogel. Just a really nice fit. Well, you know, when they need a big three, he's the guy they look to. He's about as reliable a deep threat as you're going to find.
And I know he's a fan favorite because he can catch fire immediately at any point in the ball game and just start pouring it in from all over the place.
Hill dishes to Mahinmi. It's back to Hill. Mahinmi kicks to Hill. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Well, the drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
He dishes it to Copeland. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Chris Copeland, a 28-year-old rookie with the Knicks last season, originally from New Jersey. He played collegiately at Colorado and found his NBA opportunity after playing some years in Europe.
And Copeland, Clark, more than serviceable coming off the bench last season. Steve, what do you think of his performance with the Knicks?
Well, he played awfully well down the stretch, had a couple of big games in the playoffs as well. But what I like about him is the floor spacing that he provides. His three-point shooting is really strong, but he's long and he's got a good body. He should be able to guard multiple positions.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
Oh, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
Gets it to go. 17 points for Red Hot.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. That's 4 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been three-pointers.
And Copeland kicks it to West. Outside, George. Pass to Granger. From past the arc. That shot is off. And so that brings the first half to a close.
Now, presented by Sprint.
With a few games of the new season already under our belt, we're back in the NBA groove. This is 2K Sports. The Cleveland Cavaliers ahead against Indiana. They've yet to lose so far this season and are looking fantastic in this one, too. Red Hot having himself a big-time game. He's been on target from the field, knocking down 54% of his shots. Not the same story, though, for the Pacers. They've got to do a better job protecting the ball and valuing each possession. They've not done that. Their turnover numbers way too high through 2 quarters. George Hill has not had a good showing. Everything's been rimming out for him. He's got to be frustrated. Thanks so much for joining us. Now let's get back out to the Circle City.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
A 3 off the inbound. The offensive rebound. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
How about a look at the Pacers and where they ranked in the NBA last season? First in rebounding, 4th in blocks. As far as free throw shooting as a team goes, not a strong suit. Top 20 in the league. A little bit of work to be done there.
But when you think about this club, the first thing that comes to mind is their ability to rebound the ball. Best in the league, so physical. They just pounded the glass, and that's how they tried to win games, just by being more physical than their opponents.
So on the floor for Cleveland. Red Hot in a 2-guard. Bynum is out there with Bennett. Then it's Alonzo G. And it's Jack in at the 1. So it's the Pacers now. 6 to shoot. And here's Johnson outside. Second shot opportunity. And it's Hibbert missing. So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against the Bobcats in Charlotte.
And a very confident performance offensively, I think. really how this team clicks. I mean, when they're communicating and executing, sharing the ball, they're tough to beat.
And Steve, you got to love that kind of performance on the road. I mean, to be a great team in the NBA, you have to be able to have that kind of performance in the other team's building. Really solid.
Now Cleveland moving it up, and he's going up for the alley-oop. There's Red Hot, and a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Red Hot's got 22, and here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Cavaliers lead by 10. Cleveland's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Down low, West and Hibbert. And Stevenson is out there with Paul George. And it's Hill in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Knocked away! Stevenson to take the lead. Good!
Crucial basket.
They needed it, and he gave it to them.
Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to the Pelicans in New Orleans.
Their offense really sputtered in that game. They went through stretches where points became very hard to come by.
And Steve, you know, their play wasn't terrible. It wasn't too bad, but this game still is about making shots, and the shot making wasn't there.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yep, you got to extend the game here. Try to keep that clock from moving.
Clark, they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them going forward.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Well, that's way too long. If they're trying to stretch this thing out, they shouldn't waste so much time.
Second one is good. We both at the line. It's a 3-point game.
Perfect time to be perfect at the line. Now only a 3 can tie it.
The Red Hot. From downtown. Bullseye. And oh, that was an enormous 3-pointer. Hill kicks it to West. The long 3. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is offline. Regulation is ended, and we're heading to overtime. And we'll be back with you right after this. Extra time just about to get started here with... Ranger and West at the forwards. Lando Johnson is out there with George Hill. And it's Hibbert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Outside Hill. Launches it. It's full. And he has brought them to within 2 points. Huge shot there, and the crowd, Clark, knows it.
Complete euphoria there, Kevin. They're going crazy.
Talk about some happy people, man. These fans are fired up.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Paul George, he's checked in for Orlando Johnson.
Those are big free throws, guys, because now it becomes a 2-possession game.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And George kicks to Hill. Money! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Nice play there on that inbound play. Paid off with the 3.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. Here's a chance for them to retake the lead.
Tell you what, they've done well to stick around these last few minutes. You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. It's the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
The shot by George, no good. Here's Red Hot. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Well, that just adds to what's probably an already insurmountable lead. I think they'll be walking out of here with a pretty easy victory.
Steve, I think that's a given.
And so it's Cleveland winning this one. Clark, what a game.
Yeah, they kept their cool, stayed with the game plan, and that's why they came out on top.
And that'll wrap it up for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan, and thanks for tuning in.
After your game tonight, I feel like it's safe to say that you've made your statement that you not only belong in this league, but that you will one day be a force in this league. Do you agree with that?
First of all, I appreciate the compliment, man. Everything just seemed to click out there for me tonight. I felt like a superhero or something. It was a pretty great feeling, man. I look forward to building off this performance moving forward for sure.